Hi there, thanks very much for joining me. I'm Dean, this is Woodwork Journey, and today we're kicking off a bunch of reviews with the mouse plane. Now, eBrasives in the UK sent me this. I didn't pay for it, however, no money's changed hands. They haven't asked to see the video. In fact, I don't even know if it was just to give my feedback on it or whether they were looking for a review. But anyway, you're getting a review of this because it's 24 quid, and I think it can be quite helpful for some people in the workshop. So, check it out. What we have here is the mouse plane, as you can see. Now, as I said, this came from eBrasives in the UK, and this is only a cheeky little 24 quid, 23.99. So, why do you need it? Well, you don't. I'm not going to lie, you do not need one of these, and its cutesy appearance might kind of put you off a little bit. However, this is actually a very, very useful tool to have in the workshop. You can see that the top there is very ergonomic, so whether you've got your hand kind of like that or whatever else, it's quite ergonomic, even for my dodgy old arthritic fingers, you know. So that holds nicely in the hand. Now, the fact that this is dead flat means that you've got the angle up or the bevel up situation going on here, and that means that you can lay that flat on the workpiece and then trim off whatever you're going to be doing. So why would you need that sort of thing? Well, if we look right here at this piece of oak that I've done, I've just quickly thrown through some holes, and let me zoom in a bit. Right, so we've got this hole situation going on here, and you can see that that's kind of blown out the other side. So what this is great at doing is just being able to gently kind of work its way through that to get a nice smooth finish. Now, you're saying, Dean, you can do that with a chisel. Why do I need that? Yes, you're absolutely right. You can do it with a chisel, particularly if it's something like this where you've got that you can hang off the end of the workpiece. However, if it's something that's kind of in the middle of a workpiece or something like that, then no, it's very, very difficult, because if you're going to use a chisel, you're going to have the handle causing it to be not flat. You see that? So that's under there and clearly not flat. So can you still do it? Yes, of course you can. You can still go through there with that. However, you are slightly more likely to damage your workpiece. So something like this is great for removing blowout. It's great for removing glue or anything along those lines that you need a flush cut for. For instance, if you put dowels or something, if you're putting dowels on the middle of a flat piece of work, you need to cut the top of the dowel off, and then you could just use this to gently trim away the top of that dowel, and that'll do a grand job. So, like I said, is it absolutely necessary for your workshop? No, and in a lot of cases you can get away with using a chisel, but the size of it means that you can have more control, in my world anyway, because I can slice through something in that kind of way, which will allow me more control rather than having something smaller, which, especially for my dodgy old arthritic hands, can be a little bit more difficult to use. So 24 quid, it's plastic on the top, it's got this silly little mouse plane look going on, but you can underneath get an Allen key in there. I don't know what size this is, it's number 4, so a 4mm Allen key. Get that bad boy out, and then you can remove it. You can see that I've been using it quite a lot. You can remove the blade for sharpening, and that's it. So it's a simple little product, certainly something that if you've got sort of grip issues, worth thinking about. You can see that I've not polished the base of this. I haven't felt a need to, but certainly you can flatten that if you want to. But for me, for the sort of work that I've been doing with it, it's just come in really, really helpful to be able to sort of just clear things up nice and easily and safely for my little hands. This is 50mm wide, it's carbon steel, it's something you can sharpen as much as you like, and it'll take a lot of sharpening before you get all the way back to the little mousie's nose. So what do you think about this cute little mouse plane? I think it can be very, very useful. As I said, essential, no, but useful, absolutely. And yeah, the ergonomic factor of it certainly makes it a little bit easier for me to use. So let me know down below if it's something that you would like to use. Obviously, I will leave a link in the description and possibly in the pinned comments as well. But thanks very much, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.